Hey you guys, it's Logan here. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of Color Street and kind of a rundown of what the product is and how you use it. So first of all, this product is 100% nail polish, and I'm going to walk you through how to use it. So when your package comes in the mail, you're going to get your strips in a packaging like this. So what you do, you open up the package, and each set comes with your nails, your nail strips, comes with 2 sets of these 8 sizes, comes with 2 of your alcohol prep pads, and it comes with this little nail file. So I have already used a set of this Steel City. And so quickly before I get started applying, these are 100% nail polish. So as soon as you open up the packaging, they will start to dry out. So what I've done with this set that I have already used the other strip for is I use the other strip and I put my leftovers in here. And then I took my hair straightener and I sealed off the edge. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that edge off so I can use the remainder of, or some more of those leftovers of that Steel City pack. So you're going to get, let me pull this out really quick. You're going to get 2 full sets of these 8 different sizes. And so what you want to do is I've already got my accent nail on. This has actually been on for a week, and I'll show you up close the quality of it. Has already been on for a week, and so I took the solid off, and I'm going to reapply that just to show you guys. But this is still on there very well. You can tell a tiny bit of growth at the bottom, but my nails don't grow that fast. But there is no chipping, nothing, no wearing down at the edge of it. So what you do is you take these strips and you want to, I'm not sure how good the quality of this video is, but I'm going to kind of compare the strips to my finger. Move that out of the way so you can see it. But you can tell that this strip is a little bit too small because there is some fingernail that would not be covered. And so I'm going to go on to the next size. So that next size is going to be just perfect for my pinky finger. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this strip that I've already compared the size to. I'm going to take off that, there's a plastic piece on top, take that off. And then there's a backing on the back, this white backing. So I'm going to peel off the polish and then just throw the backing down. So I'm going to put, and I have already used my cuticle tool and pushed my cuticles back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this strip as close to my cuticle as I can get without actually going on top of it. Because what happens is since I've pushed the cuticles back, I don't want them to grow back underneath and push that polish back out. So I'm going to place the excuse me, place the polish as far back as I can get it without actually going on top of it. So now you can see it's on my fingernail, it's not on my skin, and is not covering, and there's no nail on the side that isn't covered. So what I'm going to do is make sure that that's down good and firm. And I'm just going to take my thumbnail and kind of press the edge of it kind of underneath my fingernail. So I'm getting as far as I can. I'm getting all the way to the edge of my fingernail. Here we go. Simple as that. One thing that I did forget, before you start any of this, which I didn't show you what I did, but I did it before I started the video. So this alcohol prep pad, before you do anything else, you open up that prep pad and you want to go over all of your fingernails before you do anything else. I should have said that first for those of you that are following along. So after I have cut this edge off with my thumbnail, I've still got this much of my strip left. And that's because my nails are short enough where I can use one strip for both hands. So I pulled off this tab at the very edge, and I just discard that. And then I'm going to do the same with this hand, is I'm going to put this strip as far back as I can get without actually going on top of the cuticle or on top of the skin. So the side with the tab is actually a little bit wider. So you may get some of that polished strip on your finger, but all you do is you just take your nail or a cuticle tool and you kind of run it along the edge of it, and that will kind of cut the strip there. So I'm going to do the same thing and take my thumbnail, use my thumbnail as a tool, and push the edge of it underneath and kind of cut with my thumbnail. So there is this much left over that was in between the polish that I used for my fingernails. So if you have a daughter or your nails are short enough and you want to keep this strip, this size is perfect for a little girl's fingernails. Or you can just discard it and move on to the next. But what you do want to make sure you do is you start with your pinkies and you work your way in. So you're always starting with your pinkies, then working your way in and doing your thumbs last, because you are going to be using your thumbs as a tool. These polish strips there's no dry time, but there's 3 layers to each strip. There's the base layer, there is the color layer or the design layer, and then there is the top layer, the top coat. The top coat and the middle coat are both 100% dry. The bottom coat, the base coat, is 95% dry, and that's because it's got to have that flexibility in order to stick to your fingernail. So the reason that you've got to seal these off if you've got extra is because that bottom layer is 95% dry, so they will dry out. That 5% will dry out and will not stick to your fingers. So you do want to make sure, if you're not using these the very first time you open them, you want to make sure that they are sealed off. One other thing I did want to cover was, if you are using the Clear as Day on top, you want to do your color starting with your pinky, working your way in, but stop before you get to your thumbnails. So you want to do the color on the pinky, working your way in, and then you want to start on the clear on your pinky, working your way in. And then once you're done with the color and the clear on your fingers, that's when you do the color and the clear on your fingernails, on your thumbnails. Because when you're using your thumbnail as a tool, because they are 95% dry, you can still mess them up by pushing to cut those edges off. I think that's everything. Let me know if you've got any questions. I am here to help. Thank you.